Hi, everybody. It's Monday afternoon, and it's time for a little Facebook Live on talking about mindset this week. So, what is mindset, and what is cultivating a positive mindset? So, let's talk today about what that means and what that means to me, and I hope I can give you something to think about and ponder, if you will. So cultivating a positive mindset for me is, well, I've always had, I think I've always had a positive outlook on life. I think I've pretty much always had a positive attitude. That doesn't mean that I haven't had some severe depression in my life too. And I think you can have both. Obviously you can, because I'm standing here and I have had both, so I know. So just because if you have, if you have a history of depression and you just don't think there's a way out, there is. And if you're always upbeat and you come across a bump in the road and it makes you sad and it scares you because you're not used to that, don't worry, this too shall pass. So in cultivating a positive mindset, currently what I'm doing is I work with my coach, and she helps me unpack my thoughts that I have on any given situation. Right now, we're working on business beliefs that I have and thoughts about my business. And so she helps me unpack all that. And she helps me look at things from a different perspective. And that's what coaches do. So coaches help you look at things through a different lens. And that's what I try to do with my clients, is help them change their perspective, change their viewpoint, so that, not so that they'll change their mind necessarily, but so that they can look at something from a different spot and see if it feels the same way as it did from the original spot, right? So one of the things that's so important about having a positive mindset is because without one, you're not going to get very far. You're not going to achieve the goals that you set out for yourself. So, for instance, if you're Tiger Woods, right, and you are gearing up for a big tournament, you can be sure that he is planning every shot ahead of time that he anticipates making. And he sees himself making every putt that he has to make. And so much of sports is a mind game. And I think if you've ever listened to any elite athlete being interviewed, they will tell you that they are, that they prepare mentally for their tournament, meet, event. It's not just getting in the pool, picking up a golf club, putting on a football helmet. There's a mind game to it as well. And so in order to achieve the goals that we set for ourselves, we got to be in the game mentally. And so if you If you don't think you can do something, you're right, because you won't be able to do it if you have a negative thought pattern going on in your head. So it's important. It's very, very important to have a positive mindset. And it's easy to get discouraged in life, and discouraged is one thing, and story fondling that discouragement is another thing altogether. So if you find yourself fondling negative thoughts, you don't have to do that. You can set them aside and replace them with more positive thoughts. It doesn't have to be from a 180-degree different thought. It can be just a slightly better thought, and then a slightly better thought after that. So I think that probably wraps up for today. Enough food for thought, so to speak. And tomorrow we're going to talk about a little bit more in detail about our thoughts, and when you think good thoughts, good things happen, and when you are thinking negative things, turns out that negative things tend to happen. So tune in on Wednesday, and we will unpack mindset a little bit more. I hope you guys have a great evening, and don't forget, always remember and never forget, it's your life, your choice. Bye.